Hey guys, Mashud here. Today we'll be reviewing Zero, starring Shah Rukh Khan, Anushka Sharma and Katrina Kaif. The movie is directed by Anand Rai, the same guy who directed Tennu Weds Menu 1 and 2, Ranjana and now this. So let's dive into Zero. We are introduced to Bawa, played by Shah Rukh Khan, who is born with a silver spoon in his mouth. His dad hates him, and for good reason. Bawa is a 39-year-old who hasn't worked a single day in his life, is arrogant beyond measure for no reason, and he calls his dad by his first name, basically giving zero respect. His parents provide him with everything he wants, and yet he hates his dad with a passion because he feels it's his fault he's a dwarf. Anyways, we see that Bawa has been looking for someone to marry via Shaadi.com without any luck. However, we find out there was one girl he was actually serious about named Afia, played by Anushka Sharma. Bawa unfortunately finds out that she is paraplegic at the last moment. You would think this is something the matchmaker guy would have mentioned to him, but nope. But he gets mistaken for a kid and is punished. I don't know why the kid couldn't clearly see his wrinkles, but yeah, apparently he looks like a kid just because he's short. Okay. So the fact that Afia is responsible for finding water on Mars and is basically a genius does not affect Bawa whatsoever. Just because she's handicapped means Bawa is the best she can do. So she kicks him out. To take out his anger, he... Now this is the part of the movie that makes zero sense. Apparently he has this ability to shoot down stars with a flick of his fingers. But how did he get these powers? Why does he have these powers? And more importantly why isn't anyone giving this power any importance? Instead, they just nonchalantly tell him to stop shooting stars. Screw you, man. It's gonna have a huge reason. Just wait and see. Okay, first of all, language. And second of all, I think you're right. They won't add this special power for nothing at the end, It has to have some sort of reason, In the next scene, he locates Afia, while again she's giving a speech, and tries to bastie her. But it backfires because she proves him wrong, and he's seen as a loser that he is. This, for some reason, makes him fall in love with her, and after a random song sequence, they become BFFs. So much so that they end up chilling in the handicapped washroom while she needs to pee. Yeah. The night finally comes where he shows her his useless power, and at first she's like, how is this even possible? But right away doesn't mention it ever again. They bang and Bawa changes his number and completely ghosts Afia. Hence he was called into the office of Shaadi.com to see what the hell is going on. Yeah, Bawa is the definition of douchebag. But in a surprising turn of events, we find out Afia at Bawa's house and their baat baki is happening. But Bawa is not ready to marry her whatsoever. Meanwhile, we see that Bawa is obsessed with an actress named Babita, played by Katrina Kaif. She happens to be in the same town as him to promote some crap. Seriously, the Bollywood actors can do anything and the fans will still praise them for nothing. Like any normal fans, they follow her car in a bike while pushing the other fans to imminent death. Babita gets tired of the fans and decides to call Bawa over and kiss him. For literally no goddamn reason, like zero reasons. So it's the day of the Bharat and Bawa finally decides to talk to Afia about how he's not ready to marry her and will run away. But she's like, go wait outside. And he runs away, leaving Meerut. But I don't know what she expected. Well, I guess you gotta give him credit, at least he's a man of his words. He runs away to a dance competition where the winner would get to spend an evening with Babita Kumari at a party with other stars. I mean, what kind of competition is this? Why would the contestants dance against professional choreographers? Ganesh and Remo? Remo D'Souza! Remo. He obviously wins because he's Bawa, and Salman Khan has zero lines. And at the party, meets up with Babita, who clearly doesn't remember Bawa for a good reason. He decides to show off his star shooting power with cameos from Juhi Chawla, Kajol and Rani Mukherjee, Deepika, Karishma Kapoor, Alia Bhatt, and the legendary late Sridevi. But when it's time to shine, it clearly doesn't work. His ability to drop stars is absolutely gone with zero reasons. Babita keeps him by her side for, again, absolutely zero reason, and he just keeps her company and she has zero feelings for him. Wow, that's a lot of zeros in a sentence. But like a fly attracted to garbage, Bawa stays near her and lives with her too. I honestly don't get this part of the movie. Because the entire time he's with Babita, he's telling her about Afia and how he kind of misses her, but still trying to get with Babita. But obviously Babita is like, not happening, dude. So why are you keeping Bawa with you? What the hell is going on, movie? What's the point of him living with Babita? Like, what character development or story progression does this bring? Hello, it's Katrina Kaif. She needs to have some screen time. Why? Because it's Katrina Kaif. That doesn't answer my question. Do you not like women? What? I don't know, I see you hating on a lot of girls recently in your reviews, so I don't know. Sir, I believe in equality. I hate everyone equally. Male, female, table, gender, chair, whatever. Look, my point is this is just a waste of time. Whatever, let's move on. So, get this. He realizes he loves Afia all along, but can't seem to leave Babita. So, instead of, leaving, he wants her to kick him out. Yeah, you heard it right. And he acts like a complete jerk at her party, her birthday party, mind you, until Babita literally humiliates him and throws him out. Guys, I think Bawa has a sick fetish. Isn't this how he fell in love with Afia in the first place? He calls his old friend Guddu and flies to America with him. How they both got visas so soon is beyond me. We see Afia is giving a presentation about how they will be sending a chimp to Mars, but the chimp realizes he was lied to and was instead just used as a prop for this god-awful movie, so he goes haywire. I like how no one's handling the chimp, but instead everyone's just getting out of the auditorium. Like, where's the chimp's handler? Bawa thinks this is the perfect time for him to sing and make his entrance, which obviously results in... It turns out Afia had a child with Bawa. That's right, he was kept in the dark because she wanted nothing more to do with him. Even though she wanted to get married to him, but I guess she came to her senses. He finds out she's getting married to Karthik, some guy who works with her and apparently has, hat hair all the time. Afia for some reason orders him to be sent up to her, where he's getting ready for something, and when they meet... Why? Special effects, man, just enjoy it. But why not just talk normally and, save the budget on this useless special effects? Oh my god, Mashud, why are you so lame? We're literally the same person. Just because they're doing something out of the ordinary doesn't mean it's bad. I mean, you're talking like it's not me, but you. They go through lengths to bring audiences like you and me and us these special effects, yet all you do is complain. It's literally just me on both sides of the camera. Like, stop complaining and enjoy the effects. So Afia clarifies that the reason she even came to his place back then was to let him know that she's having his baby, who by the way she hates, and to not worry about it because she got it covered. But his dad forced her, basically for the wedding date upon her, so she really couldn't say no apparently. Bawa doesn't give up and decides to run for the space program where they are now looking for a human to go instead of the chimp. He's of course amazing because plotline, and when Afia confronts Bawa, he finally gets his powers back of shooting stars. Maybe now the scientists will look into this power, find out how to use it or why it even happens. Or they continue as if nothing really happened. You just wait for it. It's all gonna come together. Watch. I honestly hope so because all of this will be for nothing. To one-up Bawa and show that she doesn't really care about him, Afia decides to get married literally the day of the launch to Mars. Yeah, the very thing she's been working towards for a decade. She decides to get married that very day. What a beautiful act. Very Indian, such nice bahu, vah. It's finally the day of the launch/wedding and her fiancé asks,
अगर 5.8 miles की speed से सवा मील जाना पड़े तो कितना वक्त लगेगा?
God man, let her rest one day without doing useless calculations. But no, it's his way of indirectly telling her to see Bawa. Here's the messed up part. He lets her go on her wheelchair. Yeah, the entire way from the wedding mandap to the frickin' launch site. On her wheelchair. Can you imagine how awkward it would have been if Afia expected her fiancé to give her a ride there, since technically it was his idea? Oh, did you expect me to drive you there? That's right, scoot away. They say their goodbyes and how she's gonna wait for him and he's like, well, good luck, I don't know if I'm gonna be back. And Bawa gets launched to Mars. Yeah, that's pretty much how all your acting career is known as well, buddy. We get a long closing monologue from Afia indicating how amazing Bawa is for accepting to go to Mars and how he didn't run away, yada yada yada, and how she didn't get married to her fiancé. Surprise, surprise. Then we're fast forwarded to 15 years upon, Bawa's return. And that was Zero, everyone. That's right, that was the ending of the goddamn movie. Even with its flaws, I'm not gonna lie, the first half of the movie was actually a little entertaining. I mean, before the whole wedding crap happened. The second half of the movie was kind of boring and a drag to watch. It was like any other love story he's done a million times before, only this time he looks much older, especially when he's a dwarf, which is kind of weird. But in a way, I was still waiting for something big to happen. I mean, the whole power given to him of, giving the power to shoot down stars. What was that all about? Why did he even have that power? How did he even have that power? Why were they even building it up so much? What, he can only shoot down stars when he's emotional? That's it? I thought it would play a bigger factor in the movie, like, him traveling to space, something happens on the way to Mars or on the way back to Earth or something, but absolutely nothing. It just happened to be a useless talent that nobody cared about. Just like this movie. Shah Rukh Khan is Shah Rukh Khan. He's a caricature of himself now. Anushka Sharma was alright, and Katrina Kaif just played herself, I guess. Some songs were good, but nothing really stood out to me. Nothing I would say that I listened to after the movie or even a little before the movie. But for those of you who have seen the movie, what did you think about it? Will there be a second part to the movie where Shah Rukh Khan romances someone that's 40 years younger than him, as usual? Let me know your views below and I'll see you guys next time. Later.